Rising Collectives. I wanted to share this a little bit. Yesterday, I guess somebody had moved into our apartment complex, right near where I'm at. So I'm sitting in the car, getting ready to go pick up my child, and this guy, Caucasian, he made a point to leave from his U-Haul truck. It was about a whole house footer, the long ones, the last ones, the long ones. And he comes directly walking towards me. He takes a picture of me sitting in the car, and he walks back. I can't get my phone fast enough, I just got into the car. And I'm like, is this what the terror messenger was saying? Because one person had moved out, and I guess apparently they couldn't do the job. It was a detective, somebody, I wrote it down. And then I guess this person moved in. He made a point, took a picture of me sitting in the car. And I wish they would, get it over with. We trying to intimidate or harass, whatever. So these people are upset because, for number one, I'm a whistleblower. For number two, I was wrongfully evicted. That's another lawsuit. Number three, my inheritance, which my family got help with the property management. Putting number five, whatever it is. Number four, I was exploited on the dark web. The sheriffs knew about it. The sheriffs were involved. Allegedly my child is chipped, and I will soon find that out. And basically, the people in that community, they were so I can't forget the word right now, but their mindset. If somebody's under investigation, don't you think, if they have surveillance in their apartment, don't you think that it will be discreet? Why would the whole community know and watching? Even my family knew about it, didn't say shit. My children knew about it, didn't say shit. And I was exploited. Me and my son were exploited on the dark web. Whatever we're doing, I get to see how I'm living, or if I'm doing drugs, selling drugs, or even to get my persona to be like me, because my family knew my mom's health condition. They were all on their own, digging through her paperwork and shit. And my brother, who's currently incarcerated, he's younger than me. He looks older, but he's younger than me. Have the audacity to have these goons go file restraining orders so we can get into my mom's house. I didn't read the restraining order. I never got it, but I saw it online. So much energy to go up to that courthouse. But anyways, and these people have all my mom's documents, her purse, her identification, all kind of shit. Who does that? That shows you his mindset. They called me crazy. They said I was incompetent. You tell them to write a one paragraph sentence of a subject, and see if they can write that. You know what I'm saying? And see their penmanship. You know what I'm saying? So basically, ain't nobody incompetent. The courts know who I am, and if the courts were the ones who gave my inheritance to some unknown person, I've been in court for almost 20 years, if not more. And they know exactly who I am. They know my name. They know where I live. They know if I'm on public assistance. They know all that. So to have somebody to come in and portray who, if that was allegedly, if that had happened, they're liable too. That's why all them judges and clerks or whatever it is, commissioners, were forced into retirement or forced to leave the courts. They were cleaning house. The word got out. See, I had nothing to do. I didn't know. I had some speculation, but I didn't know. But now it's all coming together because I'm just reflecting from all those years back and all the harassment. Because I didn't really realize the harassment until I went to North Highlands. But before, I said to myself, but my mom had told me, she said, you should have never went out of town. You should have never went out of town. She kept saying it. She wouldn't tell me why. Turns out when my neighbors were like, because we had neighborhood watch, and she was like, I thought you said you were broke, blah, blah, blah. I said, I am. She was like, well, why you got a satellite on your roof? I said, that's been there when I moved in. She said, oh, no. I forgot the guy's name. Such and such didn't have a satellite on the house because she knew about the foreclosure. She knew about how the house caught on fire. She knew everything. She was like one of the nosy neighbors, the neighborhood watch people. So basically, I didn't realize, because I kept wondering, like, why is my TV not working? And why is my phone making this noise? And, all type of stuff. But I didn't think until 2 years later, that's when my neighbor told me about that satellite on my roof. And then from there, my computer was acting weird and, and all kind of shit. And I thought it was probably quartz. But then turns out it was my brother, with his underhanded property management, real estate agents and shit like that. Because, see, I didn't know they were breaking into my home. And my kids didn't say shit. Because, when they feel that you're on Section 8, whatever, or low-income housing, whatever it is, you should be living like a scrounge, you know what I mean? Your house probably smell like weed, dirty couch, diapers on the floor and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So when he probably saw my shit, going through my shit, taking my shit, because stuff was going to come up missing, and I asked my children, they were like, oh, that was before, that was after. And then this, my brother's son's mom, she sends me a picture of his children, and I'm like, well, when was this taken? And then she was like, well, I said, so you've been in my home but I wasn't home. So their plan was to get me out the house. It's a long story, but I'll tell you the story later. And there's a picture of my children and her kids together. So I'm looking in the background, and I said, this was before the cabinets were redone. You know what I'm saying? So they had plans anyway. They were still in my document. They stole my portfolio, which was my insurance policy. They stole my court documents, planning shit, taking shit. I was wondering, where's my stuff at? Where's this at? Where's that at? Just jealousy. Because they all lived with my mom. That should tell you something. I don't care, record label, whatever. That money came from somewhere, and that must have been my money. You know what I mean? Or my mom's money. He didn't have a job. I mean, you guys don't put two and two together. You guys worry about what I'm doing because you guys are benefiting and feeding off the backs of people suffering, off the theft. Like I said before, go online and look up the name of identity theft. Because I took my mom down to Oklahoma in 2012. Nobody want to take him down there. I had my own CPS case, which was wrongfully done. My girls were teenagers, and they wanted to live with my brother. And then the courts were trying to tell me what was going on, but I was so distraught. I didn't know what the fuck to see. I couldn't see through it all. Turns out my brother and his wife were influencing, the one in the Bay Area, were influencing my kids to get out of my care to be adopted into the system. Who does that? Because they knew with the will. They knew. Like my sister said, I said, is there a will? Yes, there's a will. And there's a safety deposit box, blah, blah, blah. I asked her again, well, no, just perhaps there's a will. No, there's no will. And then allegedly there was a will reading. I mean, I don't know for sure. And they were celebrating, thought they got away with it. Because I remember to my mom's house, there was alcohol on the counter, cups and shit. It looked like cum on my mom's sofa. And I'm looking at everything, and I'm like, huh. But I couldn't place it. I mean, I knew something, and I said, there's something here. Because my sister, she started, didn't want to give me the bank account information of Chase Bank, Safe Bank, Wells Fargo, Golden One. She was giving me all this run around shit. I still got her text message. She said, oh, it's this bank, that bank. And I went there and I texted her to know they said that she had no accounts there. The problem was that there were joint accounts. And that joint account, my mom was blind, so she could have access to pay the bills. That's what was all about. And then my brother, who's currently incarcerated, he took my mom's Social Security money that was in the on her debit card, bought Popeye's chicken, $40, paid his cell phone bill, and the feds ain't doing shit about that. I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? What else did he do? His goons, his low-life friends, they were all walking around the house and like some big shot. I mean, I'm not scared. He tried to take my daughter out. I told my daughter, I said, just think about it. Why would he come to your house, do drugs, cook up